Welcome. This is video number 1, titled Writing an Equation Given the Y-Intercept. So our objective for today is I can write a linear function as an equation in slope-intercept form. So by the time you walk out of this class, I want you to be able to write an equation when you see a table, when you see a graph, and when you see two ordered pairs, and we're going to practice. You are watching this video because you have already finished the Desmos, or it's been 15 minutes into class. The Desmos that you have already completed should have been pretty quickly, done pretty easily. Hopefully you guys didn't have too much issues with it, especially since you have this orange paper in the middle of your desk that tells you all about how to find a y-intercept. You can also use the backside to find your slope. Okay, so in your notebooks, I would like you to open up your page and I want you to title your page, Writing an Equation of a Line. So it's right here, writing the equation of a line. So write that down, pause this video if you need more time. We are going to actually start talking about it. So in your notebook, you need to write the equation. All of the equations that we are going to write are in slope-intercept form, which is, hopefully this seems familiar, y equals mx plus b, where m is equal to the slope rate of change. Remember, that is our coefficient. And b stands for our initial value or y-intercept. Remember, that is our constant. So in order to write an equation, you need two pieces of information. You need your slope and you need your y-intercept. If you have those two pieces of information, you just have to plug them into this equation and that's how you write it. So let's go ahead and practice this. How do I write it? Well, here are the steps. You do need to write this in your notebook. So the first step is you are going to find your slope. If you need help finding your slope, you go to the slope side of this paper. Then you need to find your b, which is your y-intercept, and you're going to go to the y-intercept side of that paper. And then the third, you're going to take your slope, substitute your slope and your y-intercept into the equation, and then you're done. So you should have gotten paper 1 from your guest teacher. It looks like this. So it's actually the one that we are going to base it off. We're going to go here. This is the paper that you need. And that's the one that we are going to do. Okay, so you should have paper number 1. So as you see, the first 3 boxes are examples. So I'm going to do example 1A, and then you're going to do example 1B, and then we're going to do example 1C together. So let me go ahead and show you how to do this one. So first, let's read it. It says, write the equation of a line that has a slope of 5. So here, I'm noticing slope of 5. Hey, well, slope, that's our m. And then it says it passes through the point 0,9. So if I look at my orange paper that says y-intercept, I notice under ordered pairs that my ordered pair, when it has a 0 in the x place, that the y is my b, is my y-intercept. So I have a slope of 5 and I have a y-intercept of -9. And I need to put it into the equation y equals mx plus b. So instead of the m, I'm going to put a 5, and instead of the b, I'm going to put a -9. Okay, and now all I have to do is I need to drop down everything else. So my y equals 5x plus -9. Now, I don't really need a plus -9, so I'm actually going to erase that plus because I could just write 5x minus 9 instead. Ta-da! There is my equation. Oops, I forgot I was in the eraser. And there is my equation. So pause the video, do example 1B. Do this one here. Okay, I'm back now. You should have done this, and if you haven't, you still need to pause it and finish it. Actually, you know what? The answer is on the board under the answer problem. No, never mind. No, you're good. The answer is y equals the slope of 2/3. That's my m. So 2/3. Now I don't need to remember I need to remember my x. And then my b is actually 7. So I'm going to do plus 7. So a couple things that I want you to watch out for is, did you remember to put the x, and did you remember to put the plus? Because a lot of people tend to forget those. Okay, so next example is slightly different. So let's go ahead and try that one out. If you read through it, it says write an equation of a line that passes through the points -3, 7 and 0, -2. So I notice that I'm given my b. My y-intercept is right here. It's -2. But I don't have my slope. So that's a problem. I need to find my m. So what I'm going to do is I have 2 points. To find my m, my slope from a pair of ordered pairs, all I have to do is put it into a table. So I'm going to line them up vertically, -3, 7, and then 0, -2, and I'm going to put a table on top of them. And now my slope is change of y over change of x. So let's find my change in y. From 7 to -2, if I look at a number line, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2 is a change of -9. And then from 3 to 0 is a change of +3. So remember, my y goes on top, which is my -9. So my slope is -9 over 3. So let's go ahead and write our equation now. My equation is y equals -9/3 x minus 2. Okay, so that one would be acceptable. This one would be correct. Now you could also give me y equals -9/3 equals -3 if you put it in the calculator. So you can give me y equals -3x minus 2. That would also be correct. Okay, so hopefully you can do it from ordered pairs. Let's move on and go down to an equation. Sorry, on a graph, right? So first step is find my slope. Okay, so my slope is m. Oh, it's not letting me write. Okay, so I couldn't figure it out, but I put it into a PowerPoint so I could write on it. All right, so here what I need to do is I need to find my slope. I need to find my slope, and I need to find my y-intercept. So I'm going to show you guys this one, and you're going to do actually the first one. So 2 points. Let's see. I'm going to pick this point and this point. So let's remember that for finding slope, it's rise over run. Okay, so if I'm on my slope side, I'm going to ask myself the first question. Is it positive, negative, 0, or undefined? So it is positive. So I want to make sure that I have a positive there. And then it says find 2 perfect points, which I've done, and then I need to connect the perfect points. And I'm going to do that with a triangle. And then I need to figure out my vertical change, my rise. So if I look at my rise, it's actually from It's one box from 50 to 100. If I count from 50 to 100, it's a change of 50. Okay, and then now I need to try and find my run, which is side to side. And that is going from 15 to 18. So 15, 16, 17, 18 is a change of 3. So my slope is 50 over 3. Now I need to find my y-intercept. So remember, the y-intercept is where the line crosses my y-axis. And that intersects at negative 200. So our objective isn't just to find the slope and y-intercept, it's actually to write the equation. So let's go ahead and write the equation. It's y equals 50 over 3 x. In this case, this is a negative, so I'm just going to put minus 200. Minus 200. There we go. That's my equation. All right, so I'd like you to try to do the second one. So I know that last class had some difficulties finding the perfect points. So I'd like you to try it. Pause your video, try it, and then I'm going to show you. Okay, so you should have found the 2 perfect points. One is right here, and one is right here. Now, you need to find your slope, which is your rise over your run. You need to find your y-intercept, and you need to write the equation in slope-intercept form. So once you find M, you'll replace it, and once you find B, you'll replace it. Good luck. Pause your video, try it out. Okay. If you are back, it's because you finished it. So let's go ahead and find my slope. There's my slope triangle. I'm going to find my rise. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 5. Okay, and then my y-intercept is where the line crosses my y-axis, which in this case is positive 4. So your equation should have been y equals 4 over 5 x plus 4. Okay, great. We're almost done. We have one more example. So on your paper, this is this one here. I am going to do one, and then you're going to do the other. You're going to check your answer on the answer key on the board, and then you're going to go to the back and do the back. So again, we want to find my slope, and we want to find my y-intercept, and then we want to write the equation in y equals mx plus b. So a lot of people like to start with your y-intercept because it's easier to see. Remember, we look for our x where it's 0, and then we cross it over, and that's our b, negative 1. Okay, so then we need to find our slope. So our slope, in this case with tables, is change of y over change of x. So if I think from 4 to negative 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, negative 1 is a change of negative 5. Okay, so from negative 3 to 0, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0 is a change of up 3. So my slope is negative 5/3. Now I can write my equation. I have y equals negative 5/3. Don't forget the x. Then I have my intercept, minus 1. That's my equation. All right, so some of you guys may have noticed that the table keeps on going at a different rate of change. So instead of negative 5 and 3, it's going up by negative 10 and 6, which if we simplify will get us to 5/3. All right, you guys, try the next one. Then you need to do the back. So this is the first one on the back of the worksheet. So we have done the front. You are doing this one, getting an answer, checking it on the board, and then you're going through the back. Okay? And you're going to work on this, and then the answers are on the board. Then after you finish that worksheet, you're going to watch video number 2. Bye.